Taurus, welcome back to another video. My name is Brandon Tobias. It's an honor to have you here. Thank you for your patience as I've worked through all my stuff and am finally ready to come back and to give you some weekly and monthly tarot and horoscope videos for your greatest and highest good, and so you can manifest more wealth, health, and abundance in your life, as well as true love. So let's get into today's reading. This is going to be a weekly reading for December 10th to the 17th, 2022. I'm going to start off with some general channeled messages without the tarot, and then after the channel messages, we're going to go into the actual tarot reading. There will be an extended reading. If you do resonate with this reading, you want to go further into your destiny, there will be an option to purchase that from the description box below. I really appreciate it. It helps to support the channel, and if you enjoy this content, you want to be part of the Soul family, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button. And without further ado, let's get into your channeled messages. So, to the power of unconditional love, angels and guides, loved ones, masters and wise ones, angels and archangels for the sign of Taurus for the week ahead. What is it that they need to know most for their greatest and highest good? By the way, this is for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So love is here. No matter what you do, Taurus, no matter what you are unconditionally loved. Whether that's in a partnership or just by family or just by the people around you, your community, or just by God and yourself. There's nothing you can do that would make you unlovable or not worthy of receiving love, okay? That's the first message. I'm not sure if some of you guys maybe did something or feel guilty. It's the first thing I get. Maybe there was something that happened emotionally and you feel bad about it, or you feel like maybe there's a risk of someone not loving you for that. And I would just say that don't worry about that. You are definitely unconditionally loved by that person, or just generally speaking by God and the universe. There's nothing you can do. So, excuse me, please be willing to forgive yourself or to forgive someone else if they, hurt you in some way and somehow you feel guilty about that. But be willing to forgive yourself and let yourself off the hook, okay, for that, because that's very important at this time. It's part of your lesson, by the way, to feel like you're responsible or feel like you did something wrong or off, and then still see that you're loved even through that. So it's almost like you were put in a situation where something had to go wrong with you involved in it, and because of that, again, you may feel like bad about it, or that you're not worthy of being loved, or you made some horrendous mistake, but you were meant to make that mistake, right? It was destined to make that mistake in order to see that you are loved no matter what. So if that's your situation, just know that you are loved unconditionally no matter what. All right. So especially, if this is having to do with a relationship, if you're in a relationship. By the way, this reading's for people who are both single or in a relationship, but the context is divine union. So the whole goal of these messages is either to strengthen your current divine union or to unite you with your divine spiritual partner in true love. So, because that is the foundation for purpose, that's the foundation for money, success, career, all that stuff. So let's get into your channel messages now via the tarot. All right, guides and angels for the week ahead. What is it that, thank you for those initial messages. What is it that Taurus needs to know at this moment in time? So Knight of Cups. So I feel like a wish come true, right? Like a dream realized is on the verge of coming through right now, or it's happening. Or maybe you realize that you are attaining that, or you are that, or it's coming for you. But either way, I feel almost as if your soul is merging with your dream come true, or your life is beginning to merge, or you're beginning to realize and see that there's aspects of your life that are already here now that are complete in terms of they're what you've wanted for a long time, right? So Spirit is saying, don't forget that what you have now is what you wanted for a long, long time. And it's very important you remember that, to keep the context of where you're at now in perspective, okay? Yeah, they're saying this has been something that you've dreamed about, right? Only in dreams, but now in reality. And even if the reality now is not maybe as you imagined it would have been back then when you were hoping or wishing for this current moment now, it still is what you were meant for, and still is what you were hoping for in a way. Just maybe didn't appear to you in that same way that you were imagining, right? but the context, the main thing that you were hoping or wishing for is here. Ace of Cups, Strength card here, and Ace of Pentacles. So persistence is really needed right now. You may be struggling a little bit, either when it comes to your own emotions, your own, self-love or self-care, or like struggling to receive love is what I see here. Of course, it starts from within and from within the self. So the question to ask is, where and why do I not want to receive love from myself, from other people, from my partner if you're in a partnership, or from God, or from work? Why do I not feel worthy of receiving that love? What is holding that back, right? And really it's focused in the heart chakra. So, right, for a second here, just to help with this, since I like to do tarot in an experiential way, so you're going to actually feel a difference after this reading if you apply it properly, is where in your heart chakra do you feel closed off from receiving love outside of you into the inside of you? That's the question to ask. And then why? Okay. So what comes up for you when you go through that exercise? Strength card here and Ace of Pentacles. This is directly correlated to any issues you might be having when it comes to finances or opportunity. So the main place to start, if you are struggling, lost, or feeling purposeless a little bit when it comes to finances, is where you might not be able to receive love right now, or be unwilling to receive love unconsciously in the heart chakra. Strength card says that you're being put through a situation required to have, geez, sweaty hands here, huh? It's a little gross. Where you have to persist. And the reason for that is you have to see, right? It's like through the hard times that you're being put through, it's happening so you can see where the leaks are in your energetic aura, or where there may be vulnerabilities. So it's through the toughest times in life where we see where we are still a little underdeveloped emotionally or energetically, or where there's vulnerabilities, okay? So if you are struggling, or if you've been being put through a hard time, this is the reason why, so you can find those holes and plug them and heal them with unconditional love. And the process for that is very simple. Once you find those areas in your heart, your mind, your general body and chakras, you simply send love to those areas and you seal them. You say, I seal these areas with unconditional love, and you release the pain points that are preventing that from happening. Knight of Cups here, Page of Swords, High Priestess, Magician, King of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and Judgment here. So self-judgment is the first thing I get. A lot of self-judgment, yeah? And for some of you, this may be because you're not flourishing as much as you'd like in your career, right? Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is kind of like success or career or money is on the back burner. It's not really there right now, but it's something you wish you had, or something like you're kind of constantly kind of going back and forth about, like, oh, like, why isn't it there? So there's a lot of self-judgment, and I think this comes from the way potentially you were raised, and a lot of us were raised, which is to value career or money or success first. And because that's not there, it brings up a lot of that self-judgment from the mind, right? And from society, generally speaking, could be also from parents as well, or a father figure here. King of Swords is what I get. So there might be some father healing to do here emotionally, especially if you're watching this in Taurus as your moon sign. I would say, you know, emotionally, the healing is going to have to be around the father, and where the father may have made you feel less than for just being yourself, or being overly feminine if you're feminine, or not being masculine enough, right? Even again, if you're feminine, or working hard enough, or being successful enough, okay? Likely this person valued steady career, focus, drive more than just general emotions or beingness, which is the job of the father, but sometimes it can get a little bit out of hand. Magician card with the High Priestess. The truth is, spiritually speaking, you are 20 times more powerful, at 100x more powerful spiritually, right? Like mystically, psychically inclined, emotionally inclined, intuitively inclined than whatever it is maybe your father wanted from you, okay? So this is your superpower. Magician here with the High Priestess, not necessarily like King of Swords energy, right? as much as maybe he wanted you to be like him, that's maybe not where your strength lies. Your strength lies completely in a different area intuitively versus, again, with drive and success and accomplishment oriented. So keep that in mind here. And when you realize that you're just fundamentally different than who he was, your father, or someone who made you feel bad for who you are or for not being like them, let that remove some of the judgment. Okay, and that will help your existence right now, or you feeling okay to exist essentially for who you are. All right. Yeah, Two of Pentacles here is like, it's almost like there's instability in the mind because you're going back and forth with different ways of being or opportunities or ways of making money because of this, right? Because of that pressure. So release yourself from that pressure. Don't be so hard on yourself. And remember, your spiritual superpower is here, Taurus, not over there. Three of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Two of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So this is almost like an outsource. It's almost like, remember that in life there are things we like have to do that we're made to do, that we don't necessarily always want to do, but we are made to do it. So we do have to do it. It's part of our karma or responsibility, or even some people would say dharma. But then there's other things that we're not really that good at and we don't really want to do anyways, that other people would want to do and or are really good at, that you can outsource. And the first thing they said is it's okay to outsource some of what you don't want to do to someone else in your life, or to intend that to happen. And this is really if you're in a relationship and you're with a partner and they're really good at some stuff and you really aren't good at that and you don't want to do it. It's okay to have a conversation, and especially in really good, strong, divine unions, it's like, excuse me, typically the partner is really good at the things you suck at, and you're really good at the things that your partner sucks at. So that's when you want to outsource those things. Now, if you're single, the message here is to know that you may have to do some things now that you don't want to do, but it won't always be like that. And that's part of what a divine union can help you with, is to just be more of you as opposed to having to do things you don't want to do. I don't know why I got that message, but I did with this Three of Cups and Eight of Pentacles. It's almost like do more of what you enjoy doing, Three of Cups, and have a good time with it, and do more of that, right? Rather than do stuff you don't really want to do, or, continuously judging yourself for not wanting to do the things you just aren't made to do, right? Eight of Swords here, Judgment, King of Pentacles, and Two of Wands. So Two of Wands and King of Pentacles here, to me, represents exploring new possibilities when it comes to how you receive your income. What other ways that you're made for, you're naturally good at, or come easily to you, can you make your income and feel powerful with that and not feel judgmental against yourself or feel the judgment from others because you are doing that thing? And let's say you're doing something weird like me and you're doing tarot, and there's a lot of judgment, generally speaking, around with normal people with that. How can you let go of those judgments within yourself about doing something you were really made to do? Hermit card, Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So it's important to really at this time be honest with yourself as well, Taurus. This week's going to be filled with a lot of mental activities, what I see. Maybe it's time to have a journey with yourself, right? Whether that's like a psychedelic plant medicine, of course, do at your own risk, right? That's something I think can definitely be a positive tool if you know what you're doing. Or more time in meditation, or a trip out in the mountains where you can access higher planes, right, within yourself to get some clarity about who you are. Because Ace of Swords is saying it's important to really be honest with yourself this week about what is working for you in your life and what's not, and who you want to be and who you don't want to be, so you can really feel that enjoyment again within yourself. Okay, so last three cards for the YouTube reading here of advice is Nine of Swords. Don't worry so much, right? We know that it's really scary or intimidating, but don't worry so much. Just keep moving forward. We know things aren't feeling the most exciting or good or like plentiful now, Seven of Pentacles, but so long as you keep moving forward, things will start to level out and even out. if you're willing to take some of this advice and let go of the judgments here around who you were supposed to be by other people, and allow yourself to be who you really are and embrace your true superpowers, right? It's almost like, you know, whether it was your father figure or someone in your life, they didn't really understand who you were. And so as a child, they may have tried to take you away from that, right? Let's say you were super spiritual and intuitive and your father was like, that's not okay, or that's weird, so don't do that, work a job, right? It's like that kind of energy. So it might be time to finally break free of that and to really just embrace who you are and use it to your power as opposed to trying to be someone else, okay? So we will be continuing this reading. There's a lot more to go here. I want the extended reading to be specifically about what I feel now is what you're here to do with those gifts, okay? Your career, your purpose, like where your destiny is going to go, and what you need to know about stepping into that right now on a deeper level. So what it's going to be specific, like whether it's more healing in this way, or whether it's going to be like, you know, clarity about this direction or that. It's going to be as specific as I can in a channeled way with direction to help you get to that direction. So even though it is paid, there's going to be a lot of value behind it for a very low amount of money. So that's my exchange for you. So if you're interested in that, check out the description box below. I know it will be helpful for you. And if not, and whether or not I see you in there, I thank you so much for watching this. I hope it was very helpful. Please be sure to leave a comment in the comment box below and share a like and share it with a friend if you enjoyed it. And be sure to subscribe if you want more videos just like this moving forward. So thank you so much, Taurus. Be sure to watch your sun, moon, Venus, and rising sign with all the zodiac signs coming out today. I love you so much. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.